Hello, let's play Connections for Sunday, August 2nd. But first, I'd like to thank the following members for starting a new month. Thank you to Adelaida Rangel, Brandon Levad, Silver Fear, Archie Studies, and Positively Andy. Thank you all for your continued support. All right, well, let's play Connections. We're finding four groups of four. We've got like airplane via flax, Allah, so by dark, per Lord, well, a sea, through beast, Olga, and actually. Huh. Some things stand out like Allah, a sea. I wonder. Dark, the Dark Lord. Olga. That's a name. What does it mean? I know it's a common name where in Sweden maybe. Wonder if we're just using letters from that. Huh. I'm not sure. We've got beast through. Maybe Allah and by and per and through, or maybe via. Maybe instead of by, it would be via. Like these are similar meanings, I believe. So, but I don't know if by is supposed to go in there. But I'm gonna tentatively circle these as like yellow because they're synonyms. And this is the hardest part of the game is using this pen tool through remote desktop. All right. Actually, I use Parsec, but it's the same deal. All right. Like. Would like go in yellow? I don't think so. I'm not entirely sure that I have yellow correct, but I think it's the general concept. What else do we have here? Lord, a C. Why a C? Very common crossword answer. Well, actually. Maybe like so and well and like and actually. I mean, it's suspiciously placed in the diagonal, but these could be like filler words, something you put after a comma, something like that. So let me try making that green. Let's see if that seems right. We got to be careful that we don't ignore these for other categories because I'm not entirely sure that either of these are actually correct. All right. So what else do we have here? Airplane by a C. I feel like a C we're supposed to be using just the C part. Like, are we supposed to, flax without the F is LAX, which is an airport. I think Olga without the O, LGA, is that LaGuardia? So maybe SC I think SCA is a airport code. I don't remember for where. And then ORD is Chicago, right? So I think this is purple. This is airport code plus a letter at the start. Yeah, US airport codes plus a letter. All right, that was a good call. Good job, me. So what would that leave? I'm trying to get my pointer back. All right. Definitely dark airplane, beast, and by or via, probably by, but maybe one of these other ones. But what would this be? Dark airplane, by, and beast. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I feel like by could be in either of the categories. I don't like this. If I could figure out what, okay, so I'm pretty sure at the very least these three are going together: dark, airplane, and beast. So what would that category be? I know there's a TV show called Dark. I don't think it's that. Could it be a fill in the blank somehow? Or like the number of the beast? Um, I don't know. Airplane is a movie if you add the exclamation point. Obviously, it's a mode of transportation. Beast. Well, I guess I could try it with buy and see if I'm right about the other categories. Nah, I wasn't. Yeah, that was my concern. So I don't know what it actually goes with. Actually, well, so like via through per Allah. That's the problem. I don't know. So I have to figure out this category. It is Beast and Dark feel similar, but Airplane just throws all of that out. Like if we're thinking of like something sinister. So well, actually. So buy is probably going to go with. Oh, does buy go with Allah or does it go with so? Mm. Um, so well and actually are words you would put like after a comma to mean I disagree, kind of, or like you're about to explain something. Um, which still makes me think like is supposed to go in there. Maybe the best thing to do is to just lock in green and yellow first. Well, actually, well, so and buy. I want to know if buy goes in here instead of like. No, that's one away. I don't want to chase one aways. So I guess buy would go with Allah. Buy Allah. Would it be through and per or via? What if per is the other one out? Oh, per might go with so well and actually. This feels right. No, that's one away. All right. Well, this is a problem because yellow and green are so similar-ish, and then I have no idea what dark, airplane, and beast are supposed to be doing. I'm gonna clear my colors because none of that's right. If I can figure this one out, it ups my chances quite a bit. Dark, airplane, and beast. I'm worried this is a trivia category that I'm not gonna know. We're getting serenaded by my daughter who's supposed to be asleep but isn't. Yeah, this is an issue. I don't know what this is. Okay, so what am I confident about? Not really much. We have Allah. This is what I tried, right? So I'm thinking per has to go in it. Well, I don't know. Is per supposed to go with? So penne alla vodka. What does the alla actually mean in that? Or is this a different alla? I don't know. I feel like it means via. Like if you say Allah, it means via. It means through, right? So then by isn't right. Maybe it is per. That's the best I've got. No. Okay. I couldn't pick this apart because I couldn't figure out blue. Okay, so we did have filler words by means of, and then blank mode. Airplane mode for your phone, beast mode, dark mode. Yeah, like change the dark mode color scheme. Then Allah mode is is with ice cream in English anyway. It actually means like in fashion, right? By the fashion. So my issue was putting Allah in with green. No, with yeah, with green by means of did not have Allah. Okay, it was by, per, through, and via. That was my issue, and then I couldn't figure out blank mode. But if I had thought of Allah mode, maybe that would have triggered it. Ah, okay, well that's unfortunate. All right. Well, let's look at the difficulty. They were just so similar to each other, and I had Allah, and that yeah, I wasn't gonna get that right. All right, because I had Allah miscategorized. Dark mode. Okay, that gives it away. 2.5 is the difficulty. Let's refresh this one. Okay, 51%. So I'm in that 49% who lost, and look at all this guessing happening. Yeah, this was a rough one. It's 1 in a million. People who won are getting green first, yellow first, purple, blue. Blue is the least common, but it's still 10%. Second is, yeah. So if you're able to get green or yellow locked in, it helps a lot. Ever is some people are getting green and yellow and then just not being able to pick apart. So, like, even if you manage to get through the green yellow gauntlet, you still have to figure out the airport code one, which is not easy, or blue, which is not easy. Only purple is 1%. So, yeah, a large number of people, 21% of people got only yellow, green, and then 13% got nothing, 8% only green, 3% only yellow. So, yellow and green were the easier ones, but I don't know. I wasn't quite understanding what they were trying to do. And I kept trying to put Allah in with green. So I kind of built it around Allah. Yeah, I'm not the only one who tried to put Allah in with green. Um, there's a lot of mixing of Allah with other things. And then by in blue is just something I tried, I guess. It was just what was left. All right. What did people lock in first? Allah with green, the correct yellow, Allah with green again, purple, blue, and then like via, Allah, and per. Yeah, it's such similar concepts put together. That was really hard to detangle. All right, well, how'd you do?